But these two capitals and their counterparts within BRICS are on the same tic-tac when it comes to taking their countries to the world.
Brazil thinks that what the structures we've inherited from after the Second World War are completely outdated and have to be reformed. So all pressure must be done from the new actors in the international scene to reform these structures, and BRICS is one of the most important of them.
While contributing to their individual development, the BRICS countries also aim to collectively drive the world's achievement of a fair and equitable world through peace and security. In terms of gender equality, Brazil is ahead as the only member with a woman president.
It's not new. Brazil was one of the first countries in which women were allowed to vote. Women vote in Brazil since 1930.
Trade volumes between the South American country and other BRICS members almost doubled to $95 billion in 2012 from $48 billion 4 years ago. When you're in a grouping that consists of so-called emerging economies, being rated fifth in the world in terms of your size and buying power has to make traditional super economies take note.
It did not come by chance. It was something that was worked out very hard. We had, one must remember that until, let's say as far for recent history, until the end of the 90s, we had inflation, very, very high inflation rates with deep social impact. And it was a moment absolutely, completely unfair, in which the wealthy would get wealthier and the poor would get poorer. And then one of the most important things was that when we moved from inflation to a new currency and economic stability. And we did some reform.
The world's business community might be anticipating the 5th BRICS Summit this week. They're no match for the global soccer fanatics who can't wait for the 2014 kickoff of the Soccer World Cup in Brazil.
It will be prepared. Everything will be in place. We have one of my big concern, my personal big concern, is airports and the airport of São Paulo mainly. But we are very pleased to have AXA working with us in the new airport of São Paulo. So we are confident that by the time of the World Cup, everything will be in place. And I'll be very pleased if you support Brazil when we win the World Cup.
Negotiators from the 5 member countries are busy debating the expected deliverables of this Durban BRICS Summit. Members want to launch the Business Council, which will start the bloc on the road to institutionalizing BRICS. The much anticipated BRICS Bank is also a big buzzword around here. Also anticipated are announcements on massive projects in the energy, military and infrastructure sectors. For Morning Live, I'm Desiree Jauke.